Good afternoon, beautiful people, and welcome to our Study in Austria Masterclass. In this class, we are going to be learning on how to travel legally to Austria for studies without having to pay an agent and without having to spend unnecessary money. We are going to be looking at how to apply for admission in Austria. We are going to also look at the visa process, how to obtain a visa, how to obtain a study permit, and also how to travel to Austria. In this class, those are the things we are going to be covering. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is NK Frank, generally popularly known as NK Frank. My full names are Konganyi Francolin Kendonyi. I'm a Cameroonian. I stay in Cameroon. I am a human resource manager by profession, and also I am the CEO of Frank Business Connection. This is a legal company that deals with real estate and tours, travels and tours. So we assist people to travel out of the country for studies and for work. But this class is designed mostly for those who want to study, maybe want to travel to Europe through the study route. I keep saying that the best and the most legit way to travel out of the country is through studies. It is a bit expensive for some people, but it is the most reliable and easiest way to travel to Europe. It is through studies. Through this, you are not going to fall in the hand of scammers because you are dealing with schools directly, you are dealing with embassies directly. You are not going to go through some kind of crazy procedures. So, without wasting time, let's dive into our class. If you are just joining us, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. This channel is going to be very educative. Most of you who want to travel out of the country and you don't know how to do it, in this channel we are going to be giving you free information. Please remember, what I'm teaching you is something that people pay me heavily for. And so don't take the fact that I'm giving these lectures free and take it for granted. What we are going to cover in these lectures is what I am being paid for. But in this class, I'm going to give it to you free. So don't take it lightly. Don't take it for granted. Subscribe to this channel because part B of this lecture will be coming up, and it will come up only for those who are subscribed, because I may not do any advert to inform people about it again. So just subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that the next time we load up an information, you are going to be the first to get it. Okay, let us dive to our full class. Introduction to Austria. Where is Austria? Austria is in Central Europe. It's a country that is located in the center of Europe. And the capital of Austria is Vienna. Austria, their official language in Austria is German. You know, Austria, if you look at history, they had been an integral part of Germany for some time in the past, and so they speak German. Even though in Austria, we have almost 70% of the population that speaks English, but their official language is German. And their official currency is euro. They use euro. There are other currencies they may accept, but their official currency is euro. They may accept the dollar, but their official currency is euro. And as a good news, Austria is part of the Schengen zone. It's part of the EU. The European Union is part of the Schengen zone. They are a Schengen member state. And so being part of Austria, being part of the Schengen zone makes Austria one of the best place for you to study in. Now, why choose Austria for studies? There are many countries in Europe you could choose from, but why is it that you have to choose Austria? I'll give you some reasons why Austria is ideal for you. The first reason is that of Austria schools are affordable. In Europe, Austria stands as one of the most affordable countries when it comes to tuition. In Canada, in Canada, in US, in most of these countries, you have to pay tuition for up to 30 something thousand dollars per year. But you know what? In Austria, with just 1,500 euros, you are good to go for the whole year. There are public schools that even accept school fees as low as 700 euros. You can imagine. So we choose Austria because of this. There are countries like Germany where before you go to, you have to pay fee upfront. And imagine you paying fee of 15,000 euros, $15,000 upfront. It means you are testing the water with both legs. What if something happened? And your money will go away. But now, when we talk about Austria, you are paying 700 euros. For Cameroonians, that is just as little as 400,000. For Nigerians, that is just a little around a million naira. For Ghanaian, you see, it's cheap, it's affordable. I think it's around for Ghanaians, it's around close to 200 Ghana cedis or something like that. But as you see, it is cheap to study in Austria. The second thing is high quality of education. In Austria, their education is top notch in Europe. Austrian certificates are recognized all over in the world. Once you have a degree from Austria, or you have a degree, a master's degree from Austria, a bachelor's degree, whatever, you are highly recognized anywhere you enter because the Austrian education is of top quality. They don't just do any kind of a thing. Like some of us in our countries in Africa, you are just learning to pass exam. But there you actually learn. You actually learn. Then the next thing about Austria is that Austria is safe and peaceful. You are studying in a safe and peaceful environment. Unlike in countries like USA, in countries like some of part of Germany and other places that are hostile, you go to it is even said nowadays that some students carry gun to the schools in America. I'm not damning America, but I'm simply saying the security situation there is not the best. Unlike Austria, it's a safe place for you. You can even sleep in Austria with your door open and nobody will attack you. I'm not saying that you should go to Austria, you should open your door and sleep. I'm saying that the place is safe, very safe. You have been hearing about wars, troubles in Europe and other places, but have you ever heard trouble in Austria? Austria is one of those countries where you study there in a very safe and serene atmosphere. The fourth reason why you need to choose Austria is because of work opportunities. If you are an African and you are going to Europe for studies, you and I know that that certificate no be the reason why they go there. They go there now for money. Yes, we are going there to look for money. Even though we are using education as a guide to go, but we are going there for money. Yes, it's money. Yes, in Austria, there is work. They are actually in need of workers. If you go to their foreign page, to their immigration page, you will discover critical occupations lists that are in need and high demand in Austria. It's as if every profession you know is in high demand. It's a critical shortage occupation in Austria. Yes. And you know what? They pay well. They pay well. Currently, Austria do not have a minimum wage. They have a collective bargaining agreement that binds different sectors, But as you know, in Austria, even though they don't have a minimum wage, but the minimum wage per sector of activity, per collective convention, collective agreement, the minimum wage is at least 10 euros per hour. Imagine. That means if you are just doing a cleaning job, a sweeping job, whatever kind of minimal job you are doing in Austria, you can earn $10 per hour. That's around $80 per day for 8 hours work. $80. If you want to convert that to CFA, we are talking about around 48 to 50,000 CFA. We are talking about 100 and something thousand, around 100,000 naira. You can convert it to your own currency and see. So in Austria, there are jobs and the jobs pay well. We have people who have traveled to Austria, we have students who have traveled to Austria, and they are already cashing out big for a short time that they are there. I was talking with one of our students who traveled there, and she said, per week, when she says she has not made money per week, she's talking about at least around 400,000 CFA. 3 to 400,000 CFA. That's around close to ₦1 million per week. So, brother, sister, traveling to Austria is not just for education. We are going there to make money so that we can take care of our families back at home. And remember, there are people who are traveling just to make money and come back. And there are those who are traveling to look for a way to stay there. Number 5 reason why you need to travel to Austria for studies is that Austria is a gateway to enter Europe. If you enter Austria and you feel like, I don't really want to stay here, I don't like the place, it is easy for you to tour the whole of Europe. All Schengen member states, 20-something of them, or 28 of them, they are from Austria, there is a doorway to all those countries. You can move to Germany, you can move to Luxembourg, you can move to Finland, you can move to Spain, you can move to Poland, you can move to all those countries that you know that are Schengen member states without a visa. That means in Austria, you can just program and take one weekend, travel you to Germany and stroll and come back without having to pay any visa. You just need to pay a train, and most of those countries are linked by train. Just pay a train, travel there, stroll, and come back. You can go there, look for work, and then once the country accepts you, maybe they get you a job from there, you can now begin to follow up the papers. So another one which I will talk about is that in Austria, immediately you finish your degree program, they are going to give you a period, a post-work permit, a post-study permit, where you are going to have access to work. And after 5 years, you are qualified to apply for permanent citizenship. Those are things that other countries don't offer. So Austria is ideal for you. If you want to travel to Europe, stop looking at those big countries. They are saturated. Another reason why you should travel to Austria is low population. Their population is small. So in that means the quality of life per capita is high. Unlike other countries with high population, it's just like you have 10 children and you have 100,000 for those 10 children to feed. Another person has 2 children and has that same 10,000. They are going to feed well, they are going to live well more than those with 10 children. And so in Austria, the population is low, and because the population is low, it means there are high opportunities there. And so those are the things you should consider before you travel to Austria. So we have types of universities in Austria. We have public universities We have universities of applied sciences, and we also have private universities. So when I talk about public universities, these public universities are government-owned universities, and their school fees are usually cheap, very cheap, unlike private universities that are almost double the price of school fees, but still very cheap. For example, in the University of Vienna, you pay $700 for school fees, but in a private university, you may pay 1,500, which is still very cheap. So those are the schools we are going to be targeting. We are going to be targeting private schools, mostly public schools, sorry. We are going to be targeting public schools for your programs. Then let's look at the admission process. Now, if you, after all these lectures, you feel that you are hungry to study in Austria, you want to study in Austria, you need three things. You need an admission letter. You need a work permit. A study permit, sorry. And you need a visa. These are the three things you need to enter legally into Austria. So, the study or the admission letter. How do you obtain an admission letter? To obtain an admission letter, you must first of all have admission from a school. And the school will have to give you an admission letter, which is going to be part of the documents which you use to apply for your study permit. Follow me here steadily, because this is where many people get confused. Like I said, I'm breaking down the process for you so that you can apply yourself. You can apply by yourself. Number one, step one, you need admission. For you to get admission, you have to choose the university you want to study in. Go online. Go to your Google browser. Type universities in Austria or public universities in Austria. If you want to study in a private university, type private universities in Austria. If you want to do sciences, type universities of applied sciences in Austria, like those who want to do medicines, those who want to be doctors and whatever. Type. Names of schools will appear, as many as possible. Choose anyone as you wish. Go to their website. When you get to their website, go to the admission page. You scroll on their website, you will see admission. And you are going to look at the admission eligibility criteria. Generally, in Austria, there are some things every university they offer. Or let me say 90%. Number one, they will offer the program which they are offering. There are those who are, when I talk about program, I'm talking about there are people who want to do medicine, there are people who want to do business administration, there are people who want to do business courses like human resource, like finance, there are people who want to do courses like agriculture, courses like technology, computer sciences, whatever. Choose your own program based on what you studied. Based on if you did sciences in at the WIEC level or GCE level, please choose a science course. It will be easier for you. If you did arts, choose an arts course. If you did your degree on a particular program, for example, if you did a degree in business or in finance, look for a business-related program and choose to increase your chances. You may find people who do business and they want to go and do masters in medicine. I'm not saying it's not going to be possible, but it reduces your opportunities, your chances. Number two, language. You must be able to choose the language you want to study in. So when you go to that website, look at English taught programs. If you have done German language and you have learned German language, you can concentrate and get the German taught programs. But if you have not learned German language, you should choose the English taught programs. They are going to have a list of them. In almost all the websites, the school websites, they will tell you whether English taught programs. Then you have to also confirm your eligibility in your country. When I talk about confirming eligibility, it means that there are programs that you are qualified to study the program with a bachelor's degree. If in your country, entry into that program requires a bachelor's degree, that will be the same in Austria. So you shouldn't go and say, okay, I have WAEC, I have GCE advanced level, and you want to go in for master's program. In your country, they will not accept it. That's the same way they will not accept it in Austria. Don't also go and say, okay, I want to do master's, but you don't have a bachelor's degree. Somebody already asked me a question in our group, in our WhatsApp group, that what if you have HND? Will they accept you for master's program? There are few schools than me, but the majority will not. The majority will not. So you have to keep searching till you find a school that can. But the majority of schools do not. So you must be able to be eligible for the program in order to apply. Step 2, prepare academic documents. Listen very well. In these academic documents, there are 3 principal documents which are needed in order to get admission in any school in Austria. Number 1, your certificates. Your certificates are your WAEC certificate, your first degree certificate, your HND certificate, depending on the program you want to study. Those who want to do bachelor's, they can accept you with your WAEC. They can accept you with your GCE advanced level. So you must be able to have those documents prepared. Number 2, your transcript. I remember I was processing documents for one lady, and they required the transcript. It's a Cameroonian, and so we went to the GCE board and collected the confirmation of result, which many schools in Europe, that's what they require for transcript in GCE advanced level. But you know what? When I submitted it, they refused. They said they should give transcript of advanced level. That means your transcript of upper seat and lower seat. The transcript. So you have to go back to your school and get a transcript of your upper seat and lower seat. For those of you in Nigeria and in Ghana, go and get your upper secondary transcripts. Do it. It's very necessary. That's one of the documents needed. For those who want to do a master's program, you must be able to have your bachelor's or your bachelor's degree transcript. If you have HND and you want to apply for bachelor's degree, you must have your HND transcripts. When you get these transcripts, listen very well. The next thing you do with this transcript is that you go to the Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education. For Cameroon is the Ministry of Secondary Education for those who are applying for a bachelor's degree, those who are going in with WAEC. You go to the Ministry of Secondary Education, and then you certify your advanced level there. You certify your advanced level. To some countries, even in Cameroon, you go to the Ministry of Higher Education, they will still certify it for you there. You go with it there, they will certify. It's a process. You go there, if you don't know what to do, you go there, you meet those guys who are doing doki. They are going to assist you in the process. Be careful. Don't fall in the hands of scammers there, please. So you go to the Ministry of Education, whether you are in Ghana, you are in Nigeria, in Zimbabwe, you are in Liberia, wherever you are, go to your Ministry of Education. In some countries, it's higher education. With your transcripts and with your certificates, they should certify them. They should certify them. Once they certify them, take those same documents to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They are going to legalize them at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we have two steps, the certification process and the legalization process. You go, they legalize your documents at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Once these documents have been certified and legalized, then you can apply. The third document has to do with your language proficiency. The second document has to do, because the first document is talking about your academic documents, which is the transcripts and the certificates. The second thing has to do with your language proficiency. For those who are going in for English taught programs, you need IELTS, you need TOEFL, you need PTE. That means your language proficiency test result. And this result is supposed to be above 6. Some countries like Iceland, when we were preparing for Iceland for some students last year, they required IELTS of 7 point something. But in Austria, with IELTS of 6, you are good to go. Whether academic or professional, you are good to go. But there are schools, many of such in Austria. So when you go to their website, you should check whether they accept school English proficiency confirmation. When I talk about school English proficiency confirmation, I mean those who study their secondary and their higher education in English. You can go to your school and they are going to give you a document. They will prepare a document for you stating that all your lectures were done in English and you studied in English, your certificates were obtained in English. With that, you can also waive your IELTS. That means with that, you submit it, they can use it for admission without having to require IELTS. For German taught courses, you need German proficiency result in order to apply. So what I mean is that if you don't have IELTS and you are able to go to your school and they prepare you an English proficiency letter saying that you studied in English, many schools, 70% of the schools in Austria will accept that as English proficiency. The third document you need is your CV. Your CV. Your CV must be well crafted, well designed. You must design a CV that is catchy. In this area, there are many people who need help. We can help you. You need a CV that is catchy. You need a motivation letter stating that stating reasons why you choose that particular school to study in, and reasons why you want to study in Austria, and explaining your academic and professional background and motivating the people to give you admission. Your CV also needs to state your professional, academic, and social background, how your career has evolved, your educational level. All those things need to be in your CV. So your CV must be professional to the EU standard, please. The EU standard, there is a standard for every EU certificate. So make sure you follow those standards. These are the documents you will require to apply for admission. Step 3, go to the university website which you have chosen. Maybe you choose the University of Vienna, for example, as your your study institution. Go to their University of Vienna website, go to their online portal, application portal, apply. Follow the steps step by step as they are coming up. When you apply, they will ask you to submit documents. And the documents they will ask you will be those documents that you certified. Number 1, your certificate. Number 2, your transcript. Number 3, your English proficiency test. Number 4, your CV. Number 5, your motivation letter. When you submit all these documents and forward to them, you are going to wait for the admission results. They will give you either a confirmation letter saying that you have been granted admission, or they'll give you a conditional offer. Conditional offer means that you have been granted admission on condition that you bring certain documents. When each conditional offer has the number of documents that you need to add to make your offer complete. So when they give you a conditional offer, make sure you follow the time span that they have given you to submit those documents. If you don't do that, they are going to remove your name and put the name of another person. Then after that, you are going to, once you receive that conditional offer or the permanent offer. With a conditional offer, if you have already submitted documents and they've given you a conditional offer or a permanent offer, with that, you can start applying for your study permit. I hope you are getting value from this lesson. If you are getting value from this lesson, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to this channel, then hit the notification bell, like, just take some time now. Subscribe. Yes. Let me give you some few seconds for you to subscribe. Hit the notification bell and like the video. If you have any question to ask, just type it in the comment section. I will respond to it. Type in the comment section. I will respond to your questions. Type in the comment section. All right, let's go to the next step. The next step is the study permit or resident permit for students. For some countries, you apply directly for visa. When you get to the country, you apply for study permit. But in Austria, the reverse is true. That means while you are still out of the country, you need to apply for study permit or resident permit as a student. Until when you are granted this study or resident permit, you cannot be granted visa. And once you are granted this study permit, you are already 95% sure of being granted visa. Listen to me. In other countries, you follow up, you go to the embassy and other things for your visa procedure. They may just look at you and refuse you visa. They may just look at your documents, refuse you visa without giving you any valid reason or valid explanation. With Austria, it's different. Once your documents are clean and clear, brother, sister, you are already eligible to a visa at least 75%. That's one good thing about Austria, which I did not talk about. They have high visa acceptance rate. But many people don't. You know why? Because many people are running away from the process. Like I said, getting a visa for Austria to study is difficult. Difficult not at the level of the embassies, no. Difficult at the level of documentation. You need a lot of documentation to go through the process. And I prefer a country where they will require me to do a lot of documents and then grant me the visa than a country that will tell me just give you documents and then my fate is left with God. That it is now luck that will determine whether I'll have it or not. I prefer a country where they are going to take their time, study my documents, and grant my visa. So I will invest all my time on doing documents because I know my faith lies on those documents. So to get your study permit, a study permit is required for Austria at least 6 months. So when you apply, they'll give you a 6 month study permit. And you need to apply for it before you travel. And it is usually processed by the Austrian authorities in Austria. So you apply online and then they are going to process it for you. What are the documents that are required to apply for the study permit? Number one, you need that admission letter, the admission offer, which we talk about. Without it, they will not even start looking at your documents. Number two, you need proof of funds. For this proof of funds, the proof of funds per person is around $7,000 if you are alone and below 35. Below 25, sorry. If you are below 25 years, your proof of funds is around 7,000 euros. But if you are above 25 years, your proof of fund should be between 12,000 and 15,000. Take note. Some people, they reject them work permit or study permit because what is in their account is small. And when I talk about this proof of fund, in Austria is not like other countries where they must see transactions of that same amount turning in your account for the 6 months. No, they just want to see that you are using that account for 6 months, and then they want to see that the balance of that account is that amount. That means you can be using an account and towards 1 month to applying for the visa, you get the money and put there and use and print out and use it. They will accept it. In some cases, they may require you to show proof of source of fund. If you are gifted that money by your parents need to prepare a letter that is showing that that money was gifted to you by them. If you are sponsoring yourself, you need to prove the source of fund, maybe through your job, through your business, whatever. Then we need health insurance. You need to prepare your health insurance. This health insurance must cover your health for at least a year in Austria. You need to prove of health insurance. There are health companies online that you can apply to. They pay for it, and then you get your health insurance. The process is also easy. Then you need accommodation proof. That means when you actually get admission, you need to go online and search for accommodation. Look for where maybe the student hostels. Get student hostels. We are going to talk about accommodation later, but get your accommodation, proof accommodation. There are some places that will require that you pay accommodation upfront. There are places that will just require they will book and give you the booking letter, which you will use. So imagine you have proof of fund, you have health insurance, you have proof that you have booked accommodation or you have paid for accommodation there. Then you have a clean criminal record. They will need to what we call police clearance. In Cameroon, they call it non-conviction. So you will need that non-conviction letter to add to those documents, and then you apply. Listen, when you have all these things clean, they will give you your study permit. I assure you they will give you. By the grace of God, you will receive it. And once you receive the study permit, you now move to the next process, which is the study visa. Visa D is called the study visa. This visa D allows you to enter Austria. So with study permit, you cannot enter Austria. It is valid only in Austria. So once you have study permit, you need to use the study permit to apply for visa D now at the embassy in your country, the Austrian embassy in your country. In some countries, Austria use the Italian embassy. In some countries, they use the German embassy. In some countries, they have their own embassy. In countries where these embassies are not, you can also go through VFS, Visa Facilitating Services, and they were going to do it for you. So they will give you a visa that is valid for 91 days to 6 months. Remember, you already have your study permit. So once you enter Austria, the study permit now continue to cover you throughout the period of study. So with the study visa, because when you apply for the study permit, they'll give you a letter saying they have granted it to you. But now you are going to collect it, but in Austria, when you go to Austria. With that letter, you apply for your visa. Once you get the visa, you travel to Austria, they issue you the study permit officially. I hope the process is clear. So now, what are the documents that you use to apply for visa? The first document you use to apply for visa is your valid passport. Remember, your passport should not be, the validity of your passport should not be less than 6 months. So if you have a passport that will expire in less than 6 months, you go and do a new passport. Don't take chances. I used to tell people, if your passport is valid less than 1 year, just do a new one before you travel. Because out there, it will be stressful to do another one. Number 2, you need that admission letter. Number 3, you need proof of funds again. The same proof of funds that you submitted, you also submit it at the embassy. You need travel insurance. You need travel insurance. It's another document that you need. Then you need the visa application form, that you are going to fill that visa application form and then you submit. There is another document that you are required, your personal documents. That has to do with your ID card or your birth certificate particularly. You need to certify your birth certificate. And then there is also a document called confirmation of age. This one is very important. I forgot to put it here. Confirmation of age. This document is done at the level of the court. And this document is done by a family member for you. For example, you can get your uncle, your brother, your sister to go and attest that that age is your right age. They are going to do that document and attach it to your birth certificate. These are the things you use to go to the embassy with. Once you have your valid passport, once you have maybe that passport, you print, you print color printing of the first, the biometric page, that biometric page, and you have the biometric page, then you have the visa, empty visa page. Print those 2 pages. Print those 2 pages, add it to the passport. Then take your admission letter, take your proof of funds, take your travel insurance, take your visa application form, then the certified copy of your birth certificate, your ID card, and the police clearance. Add it to it. They may need it too. Listen. Then you do your the age confirmation document too from the court. You join them and you go with them to the embassy. Go with them to the embassy. Once you get to the embassy with those documents and you tell them you are applying for your visa, with a photocopy too, with a copy of the study permit which they had issued to you, add it to the documents. When you get there, once they see the one that the school has offered to you, the admission letter, they see the study permit that has been granted to you in their country, They see your travel insurance, and then they see your visa application form that you have filled and printed. With those ones, let me tell you, you're already 90% sure of a visa. They may take it and then they will do a background check. They will send their lawyer to do a background check on you. The lawyer may have to come to your house. Maybe they just surprisingly come to you. They will come to verify the signature of the person who signed that document that attests your age. We have had other students who they have visited them to confirm. A lawyer comes surprisingly to their house to come and confirm. Austria is strict though. They are strict and they are sure. I prefer them than those who will not give you any reason. You just sit and you keep waiting till thy kingdom come. A lawyer will come. And please, when they come, don't bribe them. Don't bribe them, please. Just allow them do their work. And when they finish their work, they go. Yes, they go. They may come when you are eating, you offer them food. It's understandable. So allow them do their work. So once you have these documents and you submit, you wait. When you wait, they will call you at the embassy and they will give you their time. The time is usually between 4 weeks and 12 weeks. 4 weeks to 12 weeks at most. They will call you and then they will issue. There's a student we prepared their visa last year and they gave her visa 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, she was called, her visa was out. So it could take any time, but not above 3 months. So you'll discover that the process is long and it's tedious, but it's sure. Just follow the process step by step as I'm explaining to you. Step by step, you are going to surely reach there. Now, let's look at accommodation in Austria. In Austria, we have student dormitories. This is the cheapest. Student dormitories in schools, and it's difficult to have. Let me just begin to tell you. Getting a dormitory is by luck. You apply, you can get it, but for you to get it, start applying early. We have shared apartments. These are apartments that people buy, the people rent, and then they bring other students to come in and share with them, and they pay the fee, they charge all together. This one too is a bit cheaper. Then we have private apartments. It's expensive. I don't think you go in for a private apartment where you are just going to Austria. These first two, the first two is the best. We have temporary housing. This too is mostly for people who go there for tourism. So go in for the first two. You will have it. We talk about shared apartments. We talk about Airbnb them. It's also among shared apartments. Then in dormitories, you will pay 250 to 400 euros per month. It's also cheap. Yes, it's cheap. Compared to, I have a student, a guy, I assisted him to travel to Canada on tourist visa. When he went there, he had accommodation there, and thank God he has transformed his visa to a work permit. When he got there, he was embarrassed. He told me the least apartment he had, he was paying 1,200 Canadian dollars per month. You can imagine, it's expensive. But 250 euros, that is around 125,000 safer. Look at, it's cheap. 350 euros for shared apartments is cheap. Then even 500 euros for private apartments is also cheap compared to other countries. I'm telling you, like Luxembourg and other places, very expensive. Ireland, UK, very expensive when it comes to rent. So Make use of that. So let us take a recap. Important tips that you should not forget. The first thing is, if you are to travel to Austria this year, start now and apply for September. That means apply for schools that are resuming in September now. Don't go and apply for schools in March and you will start documents now. You may be catch up with time. Start applying now. Start applying for November schools or November school, September school opening. Give yourself at least 6 to 12 months to prepare, to take the process gradually, and you are doing it gradually. Use official sources. Yes. When I talk about official sources, go to official websites. Use official websites of schools, of embassies, of foreign affairs, of education. If you are going online, use official sources, please. Don't just go and click any link. There are official sources. Yes. By the grace of God, as time goes, I'm going to be releasing to you some of those official sources that you need for all the steps. Number 3, avoid fake agents. Avoid fake agents. Please. I assist people to travel abroad, but I have seen all kind. I've seen all kind of people who are out there in the name of assisting people to travel abroad. Fake agents who collect your money and then they vanish. Please avoid fake agents. There are ways you know fake agents. There are ways you use to know fake agents. One of the ways you use to know fake agents is someone who will ask you the process to go to Austria is 5 million. Safer is 10 million naira, and then tell you bring all the 10 million so that they begin to do the process for you. Brother, sister, hey, run. Oh, run. Because they will not need that money at that same time. Even if they have to assist, it's a process. Number 2, number 3 or 4, prepare documents carefully. Don't allow people do your fake documents for you. Do your documents officially. If you are co-opting somebody to do a document for you, make sure they are doing it clearly, because your visa depends on the documents you submit. Don't submit a fake document. It will fail you. They will know. I'm telling you, they will know. Those of you who are planning to submit fake documents to them, fake certificates, fake transcripts, fake proof of funds, they will know. They will know. Fake passports. There are people who even fake passports. They will know. So be careful. Be careful. I believe I have done justice to this video. I have taken my time to break the process down for you. I could not go further than this because each of them requires a separate video for me to break it down step by step. So as the days go by, I'm going to be taking each of those steps which I've presented here, and I'm going to be breaking it down to you step by step to understand what to do, especially when it comes to the documents to study, to apply for study permit, and the documents to apply for admission, the documents to apply for visa. I'm going to take my time and talk to you, explain to you. So I believe with this lecture, you have an overview of how you can get your study visa for Austria. Yes, the process is simple. It's tedious, yet simple. Simple in the sense that once you submit those documents that are required, you will get admission. If you submit those documents that are required, you will get study permit. You submit those documents that are required, you will get visa. And you apply well, you will get admission, you will get accommodation and everything. After you have done all this, it is now for you to pay your flight and travel. When you travel and land in Austria, you go straight to the apartment you booked, and you enter there, you go to school and you start studying. When you get there, Austria gives you 3 days a week. That means 25 hours every week for work. That means you have 25 hours every week that are guaranteed for you to work money. So you can actually work there and sponsor yourself and even send money back home. Saturdays and Sundays in Austria have days they don't go to school. And so you can also use part of those days. Saturday you hustle, Sunday after you go to church and come back, you can still catch up with some few hours and then you make money. Remember, my brother, my sister, we are going out there to make money to come back home and develop our countries. We are going to make money to take care of our families. So when you get there, don't forget that that is what carried you there. Money. The money they take we go Europe. The money they make we Japa is not just the. Can you not have certificate in your country? Can you not have bachelors in your country? Even though we are complaining of the system and the system of education that is poor, what is carrying us there is money. So when you go there, work the money and take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your brothers. Before, once I posted on this, there are some people who came up to my DM and told me, please, they don't want you to teach. I don't want you to teach me on how to do it. Do my documents for me and submit them for me. I assist people to do documents to submit through the whole process, all the whole process. I assist people to get admission. I assist people to get a study permit. I assist people to get a visa. I assist people to get accommodation. I assist people pay flight. I do CV for people. I do this thing, offer motivation letter for people. I do all those things. I can do the whole process for you, provided you give me the right documents. You give me a fake document, you have already failed yourself. You have not failed me. You have failed yourself. So provided you give me the right documents, I'm going to follow up the process for you and we'll make it. I assure you we'll make it. This year, I am praying that the Lord will help us in this group and us who are working together. I am envisaging at least 30 students that will go to Austria this year. Last year, we just started last year, and we had 5 students that traveled. This year, I'm seeing with all the knowledge and the experience I've gotten from those that traveled and the whole process, please, I am expecting that this year we should move to at least 30. We should move to at least 30. So wherever you need me to assist you, don't forget to contact. You can come to my DM and contact me. You can go to our WhatsApp. Go to the description of this video. You can join us on WhatsApp in our WhatsApp group. In our WhatsApp group, we interact. We talk about travel. We talk about anywhere somebody get blocked. You present your worry in the group. People assist you. It's an interactive program for us to interact among ourselves. So please, if you feel like you want me to assist you in the process, you get to me. I'm going to assist you in the process. But it's not free. You can do it by yourself. Yes, you do it by yourself. It's going to be, you do the whole process by yourself. But if you want me to do it for you, I'm going to charge you for it. But it's going to be moderate. It's not going to be what these people are doing out there that collect millions upon millions from you. We are going to do the process together, step by step. That means we take the documentation part, we trash it, we enter the application for studies, we trash it, we get offer, then we get into the admission, step by step until you travel. Right to the booking of your flight, we do it all together. God bless you. I believe I've done justice to this video. Why have you not subscribed? If you are not subscribed, then it's not fair. Because I want that this message to reach as many people as possible. There are people who want to go out, who want to travel, but they are being scammed by people. They don't understand the process. So please, join me. Share this video to as many people as you can. Share it. Just click share. Share to your Facebook page. Share it to your YouTube account even. Share it to your WhatsApp groups. Share. Let other people come and learn. Yes. Let us learn. Imagine, see, information is key in this life. Information is key. If you know what other people know, you will get where they are. The difference between a rich man and a poor man is information. There is an information the rich man knew that the poor man do not know that carried him to where he is. But our problem is that when the rich people reach there, they don't want to share the information that carried them there. And that is a mistake many people are doing. Like I said, I'm a CEO of the CEO of Frank Business Connection, and I have been assisting people travel abroad. We have programs that are available, even other programs, work programs for Turkey, for Russia, for India. We have study programs for these countries I've named. We have study programs for Iceland and other places. But for this video, I'm focused on Austria because Austria is a process where you can do it yourself. For other countries, you need help, you need assistance. With Turkey, those who want to study in Turkey, I can assist you. The process is very short. I have people at the embassy who assist you in the whole process, and it's very, very sharp, 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 sharp. I think this year, one of our students applied to study in Turkey, and in 3 months, she had traveled. 3 months for the process, she had traveled. And so you are going to do everything possible to follow the process step by step and then do it yourself. You need assistance, you contact me. I will assist you. Till we meet again, God bless you. NK Frank is my name, and I am there for you. God bless you.